Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So for today, topic is I'll have enough time for that later. But will I? You gotta ask yourself, do you got enough time? So before we get started, if you like my content, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you like my content, please leave me a comment. Even if you don't, if you disagree, I'd love to hear from you. So with that, let's get started. So we all like to think we have enough time. I'll get to that later. So are you putting your life on hold, putting your retirement on hold? Because you're like, okay, I'm not either ready for that, or I think I don't have enough money, or I have plenty of time. Time's that one commodity that you can't get enough of. And you always think that you have plenty of time. Let me tell you, one of my uncles, he retired and quite a few years back. And within a month, he died of a massive heart attack. And, it's one of those things where it causes you to look at, do I have enough time? We all think we do. And the fact is, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know how long we have. So you're making the best use of your time. You got to ask yourself that. Are you putting stuff on hold that, maybe you want to say to yourself, maybe I retire, I want to go traveling. Well, why not travel now? Why wait? Now obviously things take money and you got to be set for that. But if you are thinking I'm going to work one more year and that'll be good, you got to get rid of that one more year mentality and just say, I'm going to go with this. I'm ready to do it now. Excuse me. So, along with that, do you work a job that is impossible for you to work less? So for instance, I worked in distribution my entire life. But it was a job I had to show up for every day. It was not a job I could do remotely. I had to be there, with the guys working for me and, giving direction and managing, the work we did, so running the warehouse. And so today's world, there's a lot more jobs out there that you can do remotely. So that's to a degree a good thing because you can always say, hey, maybe I can do this from home. I can be a little less stressed about it. I can put maybe less time in on it. But if you are certainly, like myself, worked a job that was just not an option. So, you might be working a job that's impossible to spend less time at, because it'd be nice if you could gradually step out of, the work world. That's one thing to look at. Can you and are you able to do that? Next thing on my list is your health. Is your health really something that you got to take a good hard look at? Excuse me. Are you healthy enough right now, or do you have health issues, that really say, hey, I got to get out now? You have a history that, your family history that says, your family history has a lot of things, medically speaking, that maybe you won't live as long as you'd like. So you got to be honest with yourself. You got to look at that history and figure out, is your health a concern that means you really should retire now? Pardon me, because I'm kind of looking at my notes here. And do you know what you're going to do in retirement? Now, I kind of did. I knew before I retired, I've really thought about, what I want to spend some time traveling, which I have done a little bit, and I plan to do more with my wife. But I also knew that I wanted to do this, the YouTube. I find it fascinating. I find it fun, and it's really enjoyable. So I'm having a great time, doing it. To me, it's, I want to try and pass on helpful information, that maybe gets people to think about what they should be doing, how they are doing, and make some plans. So knowing what you want to do in retirement is a good thing, because it's you don't want to wake up one day and go, what am I doing now? Okay, and it's nice, because your time is your own. I love the fact that I can do really nothing if I so desire. And I'm okay with that, like, you don't have to feel bad about accomplishing nothing. There's a lot of joy in nothing, believe me, especially after years and years of working and stress of the job and all the things you had to get done and accomplish. It's nice to have days where you do nothing at all. Excuse me. Still can't get rid of this darn cold. And the last thing is, can you retire? So you have to say to yourself, if you've said yes to some of these things, are you putting your life on hold? Is your health suffering to some degree? Is it impossible for you to work less with the job you have? And do you know what you want to do in retirement? So if you know those things and you've answered yes to it, you're ready to retire. You're ready to go, let's do this. Let's go, because it's time. Like I said earlier, nobody has a crystal ball. You want to make sure that you are making great use of that time. And wouldn't you rather be doing the things that you plan to do in retirement now than waiting for later? Don't end up like my uncle. A month later, he passed away. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. So, and we don't have those crystal balls. None of us. You can't buy more time. There's no doubt about that. So, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. If you like my topic today. If not, let me know also. And with that, I will see you in the next one.